Okay, so I'm currently leaving work today. Got the update and updated it to 8.0. So I am just throwing my stuff in the back here. And then we will check it out, get some first impressions. Okay, update succeeded. What's new? Okay. Biggest refresh to the touchscreen user interface since the launch of the Model S. Media player has been completely redesigned, making it easier for you to take advantage of the extensive selection of audio entertainment available. Maps app features an expanded on-screen area for enhanced visibility. Trip planner contains significant upgrades so you can drive longer trips. Finally, autopilot has been enhanced with over 200 changes that allow for a more comfortable driving experience. So the maps, I guess, is a little preview. You can see they will take up all the way to the top of the normal touchscreen instead of coming up to about there, keeping the apps there. So that'll come up the entire way. Maps will almost always be in the top half. There's a little preview of the new music section. Here's some more things about the touchscreen user interface, status bar, how it's a now modern media player, been redesigned. DJ commentary, interesting. Tap favorites, recent, okay. I'll probably have to watch this video myself later to figure out how to use this. Kind of going through it quick. Browse view for simpler navigation in the media browser. Improve search for the media browser. Tune in. Podcasts. Streaming personal radio. This I find interesting. It's no longer called Slacker. It's called streaming personal radio. So I'm kind of hopeful that they drop Slacker and bring me Spotify, which I have the premium account for anyway, so I'd like to just plug that in here. But maybe changing it to streaming personal radio, they can still keep Slacker for those that still want it and unlock Spotify for those that want it. So the radio app changed a little bit. USB music, I don't do that, so that doesn't really matter for me. Steering wheel control. Map improvements. So they changed this a little bit for like changing to north, or your view is now up here. Controls fade after a few seconds for a larger, clearer map. That's kind of cool. Searching for a location, press and hold, homework, da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, we just got blurry there for a second, sorry. I'm doing this in one take, because I'm on my cell phone, because I forgot my camera, so that's why it's probably not the best video right now. Smart map zooming, so I guess it zooms automatically for you. Charger list, now there's that little bolt icon down there that you can press to bring up chargers. Navigation, you can swipe to navigate home or work. That'll be kind of cool. I don't really use navigation to get to home or work very often because I know that route, but at least I can do that and now get traffic, so that'll be kind of nice. Avoid tolls and ferries, that's nice. Here we have E470 and that is a toll road, so that'll be nice to be able to cancel that if I want. Improve turn list. Traffic-based routing, that'll be nice. Trip planner improvements. Voice command improvements. Now you don't have to press and hold down the button. You just press it and release it, and then I believe you press it again when you're done. Okay, so let me see real quick. Yep. New trip meter. This is kind of cool. You can actually have your trips, so you can have what shows in the instrument panel. That's kind of cool. Here's the big one. The autopilot has definitely changed. It now bounces the radar and can see the car in front of the car in front of you. So basically two cars in front. So that's supposed to make it so in stop and go traffic, it's not as abrupt stopping and going, because we'll kind of see what other cars are doing. Auto steering. Some people have said they get a lot more autopilot nags. I don't know. We'll see. You should always have your hands there anyway, so. Climate control, overheat protection, that's kind of nice. In case you have kids or dogs in the car. Car will never get over 105 in the cabin. I know in 8.1, Elon said that he will make that where you can change it to whatever temperature you want. That'll be kind of cool. Let's see, display. Okay, HomeLink. That'll be interesting because I use HomeLink for my garage all the time. And then improved regenerative braking. I haven't heard of anybody saying that it's gotten a lot worse or anything, so I guess we'll see. So, let's do this. Currently, I just went over all that, so let's... First look. Boom, there we go. Okay. Not bad. This is completely different. Here you can kind of see, we can click on that. Different superchargers. All kinds of cool stuff. See up here that some of these icons have changed. Not much, but they have. And then down in here, let's see. Let's see if it saved all my stuff. Yeah, some of it. Okay. Cool, and then let's look at settings, because I've heard there's some things in there. So this is all changed a little bit. That all looks the same. Regenerative brake standard, yep, that all looks the same. That looks the same. Here's where you can have which trip you want up here. So if we do this, okay, here. Okay, so this is where it is now since last charge and odometer. So up there, that's what's displaying. So when I click to show trip A, it adds trip A up there. And here, I'll toggle it again for you. So you can kind of see it just adds it. And then if I do trip B too, oh, no, you can't do trip B. You can do one or the other. Okay, well, still. Cool, I mean, I haven't reset mine since I got the car, but it's kind of nice. And then you can reset current, A or B. Let's see, displays. That all looks the same. That looks the same. Settings. I think that looks the same. Let's look at apps. Maps and Navi. So here's some other new things. Traffic-based. If it saves more than 5 minutes, do it. Avoid tolls. Let's click that. And then always show estimated round trip. Very rarely do I do that. So then let's go back to calendar. Oh, yeah, okay. So that stayed the same. Driver profile. I have a nap time. So when I'm supercharging, I just hit that and it folds my seat down. So this is what I normally keep it on, and this shows me my mile range. Nap time for naps, and then the kilowatt changes. Right now it shows right here miles. So when I change it to kilowatt, it'll show me percentage. So that's kind of cool, just a quick and easy change. Format, that's all the same. Vehicle. There's your smart preconditioning. I don't do anyway. But your cabin overheat protection, so that anything over 105, it'll turn that on. So we're going to go ahead and leave that on. Safety, security. Displays. HomeLink. Yeah, that's all the same. Although I wish we could add up to more than 3. That would be nice. Maybe in the future. Okay, so here, let's just make sure all this stayed on. Lane departure. Okay, yeah, looks good. And service reset. Obviously not going to do that, but there we go. And then the charging screen is now different. Okay, so I guess my video got cut off because I couldn't record anymore. So there's that. Anyway, the car here, this changed. It used to be an actual image of your car with a little bar on the bottom and that would kind of be your battery charge level there. But now when you are charging, it will no longer show you amps and volts. It will just show you how many miles you're basically putting into the car per hour. So that is a big change. I'm kind of used to looking at the amps and the volts just to make sure everything's charging properly, because there have been a few superchargers where they haven't been charging at the most optimal rate, so I've been able to switch, but now it'll be just a little trickier. And then to set, you just kind of drag it to wherever you want it between 50% and 100. I normally keep mine at about 90. So yeah, that's basically it. Kind of a first look, seeing how everything looks. That's a lot of red. Holy crap, traffic is not fun. So yeah, I guess I'll play around with it a little bit more. I'm actually having to drive into Denver right now, so I get to deal with all that traffic. Okay, not sure if you can see me, but I am now heading home. This is the first time at night on 8.0 on my Tesla Model S. So let's just take a look. You can see at the top there, that goes all the way up. There's no buttons or anything. You can see the door lock is kind of hovering over the map, along with the Tesla T, and over here you got your time. So there is that, which actually I'm kind of digging it. Just gives this maps that much more screen real estate. And then here you can kind of see how this is looking. Autopilot, haven't gotten any nags actually. So either I know how to use it and know to keep my hands on the steering wheel like you should anyway, or it just is improved that much. Now on here, I have tested just kind of hovering my hands over the steering wheel. Haven't gotten any nags yet, so I don't know, but I haven't had the issue that some people have said that they get a ton more nags. But that being said, super happy with 8.0 so far. Just a few things I really want. Spotify is one of them. I really want it. I'm jealous of everyone in Europe because they have it. And I'd kind of like the amps and the volts back from the charging screen. That would be kind of nice, but more picky about Spotify, I think, actually, at this point. But yeah, so far, first impressions of 8.0, digging it. I'll be going on a road trip, guess you can call it that, this weekend up to Aspen. So I'll definitely be able to try out Autopilot a lot more then. But until then, yeah, I think that's actually it. Just enjoying Autopilot and 8.0.